Hello there and welcome to Rosy Coloured Magic, and this week we're going to be dealing with how to deal with challenges like tragedy with compassion and not get stuck in the narrative of victimhood. We've obviously had a big tragedy in the UK recently with what happened in Manchester, and things like this really tend to shake us at a foundational level and pull us down, and it's very, very easy for us to lose our stability and our groundedness and centeredness and to go back into a fear-based paradigm. Now obviously when a tragedy strikes, whatever the reason for it, it's a tragedy. Losses of life, suffering, all sorts of horrible things that we'd so much rather not see in the world. And being able to be in your heart about it and to actually accept how you feel about it is part of changing it. But what's really, really important is not to keep feeding that tragedy with more drama and kind of attaching other narratives to it which make you feel more unsafe, more insecure, and that is a real waste of our energy, because when we're in those spaces we're no use to anybody. When tragedy strikes, there is a need for people to pull together, there is a need to support one another, there is a need to be able to rely on those who are not so personally affected. And if we get pulled into the personal energies of those who've actually been affected on a more personal level, we become weaker and therefore less able to help. So being able to hold your own. I talked last lesson around this on keeping your vibration high in toxic environments, and this really does follow suit, because what's important to gather here is you do need to keep laying your roots down, because every time something tragic happens that makes you feel insecure and fearful, your roots come up from the earth and suddenly we all go into a fight, flight, freeze response where we tense up, we stop breathing deeply, all of our blood goes to our extremities so that we're ready to fight, flight or freeze, and we stop operating in a strong way. Even our immune system is weakened by this. So whatever you experience through hearing shocking news, it's important to clear it from your body as quickly as possible. And I would say that means shake it out, okay? Take deep breaths, exhale through your mouth, try and discharge the energy from your body, and of course come to your heart, breathe deeply, welcome whatever emotions come, whatever sounds come, whatever tears come, try and move it out of your body as quickly as possible, and ask for support, ask for guidance, ask your guidance system, whatever you believe in, to come in and to support you and to help you. And if you reinforce your energy field by connecting to the source of all that is, the heart of Gaia, bringing it through your body and then expanding the light around you, soft pink light is the energy of grace, and grace is incredibly powerful as a frequency to support you to be able to support others. So to feel nurtured and nourished and to lay your roots down again and to allow yourself to be a force for good in these challenging times, rather than to be spending time gossiping about things, looking at who's to blame, bringing more fear as to what's to come, and just finding yourself stuck in a loop where you just keep saying how awful things are. Something awful has happened, but there are still many wonderful things happening at the same time, and in order for us to be able to support those truly genuinely affected by tragedy on the deepest level, we need to be able to keep feeding our vibration to stay high. And the way to do that is to keep asking for guidance, to keep asking for help. There is a really beautiful mudra that you can use which creates space for change, okay? And this is the Akash mudra, where you bring the middle finger and your thumb together and you just breathe deeply, so that you're breathing in whatever you're experiencing, and as you breathe out you're discharging it and creating more space within your field for change. Try it out, see how you go, use that and use what we did last week to support you to stay strong. Remember, if you can be in a higher frequency, you are much more useful to those around you. Go on a negativity diet about it, and don't keep feeding yourself with the story that is going to drag you down. Keep asking for a shift in your perspective so that you can see what good can come of this, and be prepared to be a force for good in times of challenge. Namaste.